Hi, welcome to the Living in Bellevue, Washington channel. What's up? If you're new here, this channel is all about what it's like to live in Bellevue, Washington, or any of the beautiful surrounding areas we have around here. Today we're going to be talking specifically about Issaquah, Washington. So if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you. If you could, please hit that like button down below. It lets people know who are looking for the same information. They can find it a little bit more easily. And if you hit that subscription button and notification bell, then next time I upload a new video, you guys will get notified. If you are interested in Issaquah, Washington, if you want to know the up, down, left, right, what it's like to eat, sleep, play, breathe, hike in Issaquah, Washington, stay tuned. My name is Silva. I am a real estate agent right here in Issaquah. Look, I have people calling me all the time, either calling me, texting me, emailing me, because they are relocating either from a different part of Washington or even within Issaquah, because Issaquah has lots of little pockets of different nuances. So if you are also looking to relocate to Issaquah, Washington, give me a call, send me a text message, send me an email. Get on that calendar link down below and let's meet up and get you settled on your move to Issaquah, Washington. So Issaquah started many years ago as an old mining and logging town, and because of that we had lots of trails going through the woods for the miners and for the loggers, and Issaquah maintains those trails to this day. It is a great place you can go from most neighborhoods, from downtown, from the high school, and hop on a trail almost anywhere. You could do the circumference, you can hike to the summit, you can do whatever you want. We have trails and trails and trails. Not only do we have trails going through the forest, but we also have the Lake SAMMAMISH Issaquah Parkway Trail, which leads from Issaquah all the way to I think it goes all the way to Woodinville these days. But there are places to get out and about, and that's what we like to do right here in Issaquah. We have some phenomenal schools right here in Issaquah. I think we are up to 13 elementary schools, and Issaquah High School is located right in downtown Issaquah. So if you are hitting any of those trails, don't be surprised if you see the track team, the cross-country team. We'll have lots of kids running through town, running the trails in the mountains. After a long day of hiking, or instead of hiking, you might want to hit Lake SAMMAMISH. Lake SAMMAMISH State Park has a park. It's over 500 acres, right close to Costco downtown. There is swimming, there is picnic tables, there's fishing, there are sports fields, there's anything and everything you want. If you go to the East Lake SAMMAMISH Parkway Road, there's a boat launch, so you can launch your boat. There's everything that you could think of doing on the water you can do right on Lake SAMMAMISH. It's quite a large lake, and it is continually stocked, mostly with rainbow trout, but it's a great place to spend a day. So downtown Issaquah has a salmon hatchery, and while not most towns have a salmon hatchery, Issaquah has kind of incorporated the salmon hatchery into its identity. It's located right downtown. It's allowed to have visitors. You can watch the salmon spawning. They're coming from the Pacific Ocean, from the Puget Sound, and making their way through the Issaquah Creek, through the rivers, any way they can get back to the salmon hatchery, because salmon always go back to where they were born. The kids in the school systems out here all learn about salmon and the life cycle, and a lot of the schools even take field trips out there. But like I said, anybody can go and visit. You can go and watch the salmon on the salmon ladder. You can watch them in the river. It's really quite interesting, and you can learn a lot about the different types of salmon that come through Issaquah. On top of the salmon hatchery being the identity of Issaquah, Issaquah now has Salmon Days. It falls, I believe, on the first weekend in October, and it brings in over 2 million people over a 2-day period. The Salmon Days Festival is held mostly on Front Street, which is where Old Town is in Issaquah, and Front Street will be closed down, as will Sunset Boulevard will be closed down. A lot of the locals like to go there. They now have carnival rides, a lot of arts and crafts, great food, always great food, but it's a great place to see your neighbors and to contribute to the community. Along with being the site of the Salmon Days Festival, downtown or Old Town Issaquah which runs on Front Street, is a great place for local bars, restaurants. We also have a fantastic village theater. There's a music store there that has lessons for the children. There's a lot to do. They have an art walk Thursday nights, I think it is right now. There's a lot to do in the area just on Front Street. They've kept it Old Town looking. They want to keep that atmosphere and they want that sense of community to be there. Within Old Town, you have the public pool, the Julius Bone Pool. You have the Issaquah High School, you have the community center, you have concerts in the park, you have a farmer's market. There is a blues night at the old Shell station. So there's a lot that they do to promote community just within this small part of Issaquah. We have a world-renowned mountain bike park. Duthie Hill Park off of Duthie Hill Road is world-renowned. It has over 120 acres of trails through the forest. They have beginner areas, they have advanced areas, they have places set up where you can practice certain skill sets. It is an amazing place to go. Besides the regular mountain trails, there's some mountain trails that are more prone to having bikers on them than hikers. But Duthie Hill Mountain Bike Park is a great place to go if you really want to get into mountain biking and you want to be in a safe environment that has no pedestrians in your way. Right outside of downtown Issaquah, if you follow Front Street down to a little bit further, it turns into Issaquah Hobart Road. And Issaquah Hobart Road takes you to, on the east side will be POO-POO Point. It's a trailhead. It is also the home of the Seattle Paraglider School. So if you hike to the top of POO-POO Point, you can watch people with full trust take the run and leap off the mountaintop and to the paraglide. And on beautiful days, sometimes you can see 15 or 20 of those parachutes hanging in the sky as people paraglide back down to the beginning of the trailhead at POO-POO Point. It is a little bit of a distraction if you're driving down Issaquah Hobart Road to see some of those people land, because it's such an exhilarating and exciting thing to see. And if you're brave enough, you can take your turn too. Pay for your chance to go at the Seattle Paraglider School. Issaquah has its own zoo. Issaquah has Cougar Mountain Zoo sitting on top of Cougar Mountain. As you drive to the top, just when you think you've probably gotten lost, when you get to the top of the hilltop, there is Cougar Mountain Zoo. It's not a huge zoo, it's a nice little local zoo, and they have some amazing animals there, things that have become endangered. They have some raptors, they have some parrots, they have cougars. It's a great place to go locally to see some beautiful animals, and they always appreciate the community's involvement. A little tidbit of information, and I don't remember where I heard the statistics, but I do believe it being a resident of Washington State. While Seattle and surrounding area is known for being gray and dreary and rainy, we go through more sunglasses in the Pacific Northwest than almost any place else. And I think it's because you lose your sunglasses by the time the next sunny day comes along. So make sure that you always have some sunglasses with you, because the sun does come out, and when it does, it's worth every second. Umbrellas. I'm not sure why umbrellas are not such a thing in the Pacific Northwest. We tend to dress weather appropriate, and if that means it's raining in the morning or raining in the afternoon or raining in the evening, we dress appropriately and we strip down our layers and get off our rain clothes. I guess that's where the grunge look came from. Most people don't have umbrellas. You will not find stores giving away umbrellas or having umbrella stands. More often than not, we just kind of roll with it because the rain is not really such a rain, but more of a drizzle. So what you really want to know about is housing in Issaquah. So housing can start anywhere from $600,000 on the low end, and that depends on how close you are to I-90, or if you have a view property or even a lake property. And prices go up to approximately, the newest number I have is just under $12 million. We have neighborhoods that are more centrally located in the woods, get more of a neighborhood feel to them. If you get closer to downtown Issaquah or even in Issaquah Highlands, it's a lot more pedestrian friendly. Even though it's a suburb, there's still a lot of places you can walk, not just to hiking trails, but to coffee shops, the movie theater in the Issaquah Highlands. There's a lot to do in and around the Issaquah Highlands and downtown Issaquah, but prices reflect on those locations. If you prefer a beautiful view property and you like the Issaquah Highlands a lot, Harrison Street is quite popular and well known in the area. Housing up there doesn't go for sale very often, but tends to start at the low twos and goes up to about $5 million. If you are going to be on the lake, like I said, properties are going up to nearly $12 million in Issaquah. It is worth taking a boat ride around the lake and checking out some of those beautiful houses, even if you don't want to live on the lake. A great location, great place to be. And the house for $12 million was about 10,000 square feet on 10 acres. So you're getting a lot for your money if you're doing that. The beauty about these prices is, while they may seem somewhat inflated to some people coming from different parts of the country, they are still considerably lower than if you were buying a comparable property, say in Bellevue or in Kirkland. If you get lake property on Lake Washington, the price is going to probably be significantly higher than if you get on Lake Sammamish. But Lake Sammamish is a beautiful lake and it is quite large, and you can enjoy all the amenities that the lake has to offer almost continuously the same with Lake Washington. Those are the reasons, those are the things that I have to tell you about Issaquah. I hope you have the time to at least make a visit out here. Like I said, if you are moving from within Washington, within the country, out of the country, and you have more questions about moving to Issaquah, please call me, text me, send me that email. If you currently live in Issaquah and you know all that it has to offer and you enjoy living in this area, but you for some reason have to leave, again, call us. Not just selling your house is not just about your house itself, which I'm sure it's beautiful, but the community and people finding the right place that they want to be. Knowing that community is what we do. Call us, text us, email us, get on that calendar link down below. And if you are moving into or out of Issaquah, we are happy to help you.